It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC West. It's the Cardinals and the Hawks, and it's coming up next.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll try the air now with Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The best defensive linemen They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. Fighting him off. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. That was a lightning fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll run for it with Connor, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Effort play from B.J. Ojulari to drop him for a loss.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Throwing now is Geno. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Off of play action, here's Smith. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run gets him 15 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Smith. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. To the sideline and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
3rd and 5. Murray now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, but ordinarily it takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that, because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Take it at the 37. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray on the move to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 1st and 10, Smith. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Murray a give. This is counter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got his man, it's Dortch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play fake, Murray. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Shotgun now from Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And out now come the Seahawks. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. 2nd down and 6 now. Now Geno. This one goes underneath to Walker. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Geno on 1st down. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Walker, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So out now come the Cardinals. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. First down, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This taken in at the goal line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. We watched the veteran James Conner put together a very solid first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Connor up the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Murray now. A short one here, caught by McBride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zay Jones, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 17-3. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker to the 43, 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Smith on 1st down. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Throwing now is Geno. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They run behind center with Connor. He'll get this down to the 38.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Murray. Caught by Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Here's Murray. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Prater's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Smith. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. Smith now to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll run the toss to Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. That is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. He'll get this down to the 38.
Once again, we got to get it. Let's go, man.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. That'll be caught by Bobo. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Walker now on 1st and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15. And they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 90 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. On the handoff, Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Deep play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. Big strides. Look at him go.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Trey McBride.
62 yards.
And the Cardinals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
On 1st down, it's Smith.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Geno. Dancing to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st down, Smith.
This is the tight end Fant.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Throwing is Smith.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
To throw is Smith.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 31-27. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Murray to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Murray. And Jones has it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's 1st down.
Now Murray. Wide open receiver, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Now 1st and goal.
To throw is Murray. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Now the focus shifts to the Seahawks offense, trailing by a field goal. A little under 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. This one goes underneath to Walker.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Smith's going to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
To a knee goes Murray, and that should just about do it. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From